Ooh. Wow. Wow. Hey guys, welcome back to the Beef and BArnzy channel. Today we're going to have a look at the Storm Road Warrior. It features the same core from the Road paired with the R2S Deep Pearl cover. The R2S Deep cover was used on the Absolute, which I absolutely loved. So I'm excited to try this one out. I used this ball on 3 different PBA patterns. They were Weber, which is 45 feet, Roth, which is 42 feet, and Holman, which I believe is 38 feet. I used them after I'd already done the reviews for the Origin and the S2 because it doesn't really make sense to use this ball on fresh. So I kind of wanted breakdown, but I wanted different patterns broken down. So that's why I did it that way. I hope that makes sense. I've also filmed some footage on the house shot as well, so we can get sort of a base idea of what the ball does. First up, we're going to start on the Weber, which, like I say, has been broken down by some ball reviews on the S2 and the Origin. My Road Warrior is drilled with a 5 3/8 pin and a 3-inch buffer. This is kind of a standard layout that I use most of the time on the first ball that I drill. It's still got the power edge finish on it. I haven't touched the box finish. So let's see what it did. As you can see on that one, the Road Warrior was probably a little bit too clean and the Phase AA matched up quite a bit better. I will say though that I was surprised how usable the Road Warrior was on that pattern. I could definitely see that I was able to manipulate the reaction pretty nicely. So kind of excited about it that it was that usable on something that wasn't really appropriate for it. Next up is the 42-foot Roth pattern. This was actually the footage from the first time I used this ball. If you want to see all of the unedited highlights with my reaction and also the mic footage, if you check out the Beef and BArnzy show from the 5th of November, we played all of the audio with all of my reactions. So let's see what it looks like. as you could see, the Road Warrior looked really, really good on this pattern. I felt like I could play multiple angles with no problem. Speed control was the key for me to being able to play any angle I wanted. I really think that R2S deep cover gets through the fronts really nicely, but when you combine it with Power Edge, you have something that, while holding energy through the front, still has a chance to dig in the oil. So when you miss in the oil, it's not dead like it is with some of the balls. It's still got a chance to pop on the back end. I'm really excited to try this one on some more tour events. But anyway, let's have a look what it looks like on the shorter pattern, which theoretically should be where it excels. So, definitely thought the Road Warrior looked most at home on that pattern, which makes total sense. The high RG weight block, the cleaner cover, the most friction of any of the patterns, kind of made sense. What I really liked about it was the fact that on that pattern, it obviously was good when I got left and opened my angle up. I mean, I think that makes total sense. That's what I would expect that ball to be great at. But the thing that gave me most joy, I guess, was the fact that I could stay closer to the friction, use a bit of forward roll, and have something that was pretty continuous and controllable off the dry, which I don't think I would have been able to get out of, say, a high road Pearl. So that was another tick for me in the Road Warrior box. Anyway, let's move on and have a look at what it looks like on a house shot. So I'm over at a different bowling center this time. We're over at Highland Lanes. So, well, back at Highland Lanes. So let's have a look at what it looks like over there. Well, for me on this particular house shot, I think there was a little bit too much oil for the Road Warrior to look really good. I think that for me, I would probably end up being in asymmetrical balls or something that would blend out, you know, be able to dig in more in the oil. I'm kind of excited about getting this one in Tina's hands, though. I think for her, it should provide a pretty good gap between, say, the hustles that she has, the couple of hustles that she uses, and say like her DNA coil or the next ball up in her bag. It should give her another good option there. So I think if you're a straighter player, or maybe a slower speed player, I think that the Road Warrior could be a good option on the house shot. For the higher speed players, I think it's going to be better on maybe some flatter stuff, or more in the transition. Anyway, the Road Warrior is available on November 22nd. I have put a link in the description if you would like to pre-order this bowl from our friends over at Bowler's Mart. As ever, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care now. Bye-bye.